4 minutes. Almost into the fifth. In this game, look, we've already done some 70 minutes.
The level of action is one too many, and the youth are always on the receiving side. $11 points accumulated. 12 away games, Techiman Liberty Youth.
Fatal Mohammed being treated on the line. Alfred Kwanzaa getting ready to take in a throw. Bofoakwa Tano arranging them. Lots of green shirts at the back. Francis Samuel with a kick. Got the best of Blessing Dana. Solomon Adu on the flank. Moving towards the byline. Adu gets in. And Francis Samuel with that one-time clearance. And he actually got the ball. And that had to be a throw for the home side.
Solomon Adu is very tricky, and the fullbacks of Libya, especially the right fullback, should be up and doing to keep him down. Also having Blessing Dana moving around the 18-yard box, a threat. But both teams are so comfort spending their lines. Francis Amia yet to his moment in this game.
Liberty Youth not trying to take any chances. They just want to take their time in every single action, in a single situation. Don't forget, this is an away game. They just want to relax, get themselves well, and also reorganize. This is Wahab. Wahab goes down. Adu continues to keep hold of play. And Francis Samuel. This is Ampon. Ampon trying to go towards the byline. He continues to do it. Goes down, and that will be a corner. And the Bofo players not really trying to understand what is going on. They believe it should have been a goal kick in their favor. The line was, close to the action.
Richmond Ampong in their last meeting brace against Tano Bofoakwa. The 32nd minute and also 52nd tells you this one player will have scored against Bofoakwa.
This is Abdul Moment. Mawai takes the cross. And that was for Abudu Seidu to take back. Mawai gets onto it. Not the best of kicks into it. Same Osai Akoto. Solomon Adu. This is Akoto. And the referee whistles for handball on Francis Samuel. Not the Francis Samuel we know in the previous games, particular afternoon. Maybe he'll get himself into the game very soon.
It's always an issue when you struggle to warm themselves up early in the game. But I believe Francis Samuel will come good. 4 goals to his name this season for you.
Sammy Osai puts in the cross. That is the first goal. They have registered what could be the lifeline for them, and that is Kofi Agama. It was a land ball in from Sammy Osayakoto, and Kokama managed to get a flip. What that was Clement Bio not able to do what he does best, and of course the absence of Koulibaly for Liberty.
That was a good goal, one. Perfect goal in, and how he dominated the air. The shows, and goalkeeper Clement Bio was totally beaten. And that was against Wonders. They lost by 2 goals to 1. They've scored 7 goals in their last 5, considered 7 at home.
Solomon gets Odamiton. Blessing Dana. Dana with a bit of a good 10.
In their 4 games, they always produce more than 1 goal. So we're expecting 2 goals in this game because their past 4 games is having that history. They will score more than 1 goal.
In the Division 1, battling to survive and not to go straight into the Division 2. What in the team for Bofoakwa.
You know, when you get to the top, manage to stay there. But when you find your way down to the bottom, things always stand on your way to success. Last season, Wonders nearly qualified for the playoffs. I mean, last 2 seasons, they struggled in terms of the Division 1. And Techiman Heroes also facing the same thing. And Bofoakwa just feel they are struggling to cope.
This one ends up another corner kick for Liberty. It's going to be Abdul Momin Mawai, the guy to have upped his game in the last stretch of the season. Abdul Momin.
Mawai got that attacking abilities, and his weakness has been defending, but there's an improvement to his game.
Also good call from Mawai. Liberty is appealing for something, but the game continues to roll on. Odamiton could not have pressure from Francis Amia. Bofoakwa to enjoy themselves whenever they have the ball. Perhaps it's already out of hands, and so they will use this opportunity, the last few games, to showcase some skills and exactly what they are made of.
BT will hoping to keep that unbeaten record against Bofoakwa Tano, even at this twilight of the moment.
It was a flick from Tete, and Clement has finally got onto it. It's still 1-0 for Bofoakwa. Why? Liberty Youth in this afternoon. It's been a bit of an off day for them in terms of trying to put a lot of pressure on Los Boahin, the goalkeeper.
As of the 17th minute, still Liberty Youth are yet to settle themselves well in the game. Not playing to their best. And it's something interesting.
Richmond Ampon. He gets the ball out there. Good kick, Frank Abuaje. Blessing Dana. Sami Osaya Koto. Into Fatah Mohammed and also watching on in disbelief, just trying to say sorry for what happened. He apologizes. So far, that is the aspect of the game that makes it beautiful. Ball being brought in. Vrs Techiman, can this be the second hit?
They drew 2-2 against Wonders. They won 0 against Heroes. 1-1 against Liberty. And 2-1 against 11 Wonders. So it tells you at home against this side. They have that good record. They've really won. And it's interesting. No one of their players.
Of course, they need to play to their best. They have just few games to redeem themselves.
That was the goal. And Clement Bios to the elastic level. But yes, still enough to save that ball. Watch that closely. How the angle was chosen tightly.
Clement built off his line to make that clearance. Tawfiq Mohammed and Fatah. The touch was a bit and went straight into Bofo. They continue to attack. Blessing Dana. He puts in another good cross. Or Dampton. Not a place to get his head onto that ball. Interesting.
Blessing Dana, former player for Dreams FC. And you could see that kind of leadership. Advantage of both flanks based on his versatility. And a prime figure for Bofo this season. And it's how it goes.
Another foul for Hussein Zakaria. Liberty seem to be winning all the fouls. And most of them, of course. That was good ball. Not too much of power, but technique was just spot on, and the header was so direct. He knew exactly what he wanted to do with that ball.
Say Clemimbio was flat-footed because he stood a while before the ball travels, and no, he could not afford any moment to save this ball.
You know, his positioning actually let him down in that situation. But there will be no miss, because they are on the advantage side of it. And don't forget, with the three teams actually battling to survive. So, but for this lesson, he gets to Richmond. Richmond puts in the shot, but deflect corner.
Bofoakwa are really enjoying the game at home. Confident. It's on top of issues. Liberty Youth looking partial in this game. Nothing is working. Any department. The backline shaky. In the middle, Bofoakwa in attack. Things are not yielding.
Clement Bio gets hold of that ball once again. He pulls to Wahab. Wahab continues to run, and they keep it in play. He manages to do so. Work from Stephen Dudu. Dudu continues to get hold of it. Blessing Dana. Richmond Adu was a bit too far for Dana to get his foot onto it. 4 on the clock. We are approaching the half mark, and it's still 1-0 for Bofoakwa Tano.
Liberty you need a bit of a pep talk.
And that is a penalty. It is a penalty. Richmond Ampong managed to get the best of Theophilus Boahen, and he has pointed to the spot. It is a penalty for Techiman Liberty Youth.
But the referee was right there at the spot. Watch it closely. Good ball in from Francis.
Francis got the ball actually. When it was enough to be called for as a penalty. It was so, but the referee was close to the action.
Just like we mentioned, game between these two teams always produce more than one goal.
He has converted. He has managed to score for Saini Zakaria. It is 1-1 between the two. Liberty Youth, they failed to sleep. They are back now. 1-1, and it's game on.
Zakaria Funi just scored his 8th of the season, and that was a brilliant penalty. Purely technique, and the goalkeeper could not watch it closely.
This is from Dana to Richmond. Managed to get an interception. That was a brilliant penalty. Not a lot of energy being put behind the ball, just the technique. And Theophilus Boy was sent the wrong way. Corner gets in. Or down. The whistle goes again. The referee showing his authority on the game so far.
Maybe this one goal can bring Liberty back into the game. And they have that history playing against Bofoakwa Tano. The last away games, they've won 1, they drew 2, they lost 2. Proud to this game, I mean.
And so this is opens up wide to Richmond. Causing lots of problems for Mawai on the left side. Good positioning. Nice. The control, and Francis Obubuafo wins the. Obubuafo played with a bit of intelligence and experience in that situation to get the foul. "28 minutes so far into Tanta. What it came, this has been 1 goal each for boys, and it's still game on.
Of course, in their 4 meetings, proud to this game. 8 goals for Liberty, 5 for Bofo. But both added 1 apiece to their tally, making it 9 for Liberty, 6 for Tano Bofoakwa.
That is picked in the fact that when these two meet, it's always close to the ball. But always Liberty you'd find.
Just the last meeting, that was in Techiman. Liberty won by 2 goals to 1. And Richmond Ampong was the hero with breaks. They could around 58 minutes. Techiman Liberty.
Today the same Richmond Ampong managed to win the pick. Which was swiftly converted by Fusini Zakaria.
The interesting thing is that even when Liberty are at their all-time low, they always manage to score against Bofoakwa Tano. Fast.
Francis out. The ball continues to be in, another cross being put in. Patel gets his head onto it. Or damn it in the way. Just on the half-hour mark. The scoreline continues to stay 1 up for the both of them. Lead will continue to show that supremacy and dominance over Bofo. Perhaps something different could in the next few minutes.
2-2 against Kosiam Treme. And they lost by 2 goals to 1 against Wonders. They drew against Techiman Heroes. 2-1 win, baby. They drew 1-1 against Wamanafu. I'm talking about the last 5 home games. 3 draws, they've won, they won 1. 7 goals scored, 7 conceded. Proud to this game. And it has become 8 goals scored, conceded. And still counting. And they always score in their last 5 home games. Wonder they've managed to take the lead, which was restored. Liberty. So Tales who playing at home, they always have that scoring mentality.
Ball has been dropped or put towards the right side, nearly close to the byline. View locates Fatal. Bofo continuing to keep the ball for themselves. This is France Amiel. He holds the armband. Was offside.
Libby are now trying to mature into the game gradually. But again, the midfield is being passive. Side. Francis Amia struggling to get a grip and also Wahab not offering that kind of threat in his prime days.
Liberty Youth is to close all channels, but it seems Josefa is missing in the game. Probably he's being used in a different role other than the attack, because it's been Richmond and Charles Jamina and the likes operating up front.
Josefa exchanging positions with Wahab on the far left. On point, just lead.
Calculate their runs really well, especially when there's a long ball in.
Defensive structure from Bofoakwa is working. A lot of time. Liberty always on the offside run.
Five minutes, 10 more to end the first half. Another cross being put in this time. Clement Pugh has no problem. And this time we have the same scoreline in the first half. Maybe the second who produce more goals, maybe not. But that is for
Fatah Mohamed scored for Liberty and also Sakoto also scored. But as to speak, it's 1-1, and we believe maybe the second half may produce more.
There's also the possibility of just ending the game this way with the scoreline. This is what Damerton chasing the defense. And it's still failing to get there, and the whistle goes. Alfred Const. It was himself against Matthew Latio.
Of last game, that was against 11 Wonders. They lost by 4-2.
Clement Bio. This is Wahab. Francis Samuel gets the shot. And Theophilus Boahen was able to keep it out. Francis Samuel beginning to do what Francis Samuel does best. He's known for these kind of balls, his ability to get into tight spaces and all things happen. Create things out of nothing. That is Damian Wood.
Of course, but this afternoon he's been off color, trying to come good. And picking at the right time always helps your team. And gradually Francis Samuel backing up.
Another ball being put in. This time Liberty Youth does a good job. He made it out. Bit of misunderstanding. This is Bofo. Ball towards Southampton. Ciao.